time to go back to the past. Now wait, before you guys get all your panties up in the bunch over that obvious gimmick infringement, you have to understand, for this particular question of the week, we really do have to go back into the time machine in order to fully get the representation of what I'm attempting to accomplish here. So stay with me for a minute. Now I told you guys via Facebook, if you guys are following me over there, whether on the Cover Killer Nation or on my personal page, that the question of the week this week was going to involve classic rock. And of course, in order for something to be classic, it's got to have a little bit of age behind it. However, the neat thing about this particular question of the week is that it's not all 100% focused on the past. There is actually a little bit of the present involved in this as well. And what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about the song Little Wing. Of course, the song Little Wing is one of the most popular songs as far as guitar players go of all time. It was originally recorded by the Jimi Hendrix Experience back in the late 1960s, and since then has become one of the most oft-covered songs, perhaps in guitar history. The song is fantastic. The original is very short, but you can find covers that range from any length of time, whether they were to span the 2 to 3 minutes that Jimi Hendrix was able to capture on his original, all the way up to 10 to 12 minutes. There have been very long extended plays of this song, but there's 3 in particular that I want to talk to you guys about today, and I want to know from you guys which one you think is the best. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of classics out there, a lot of people that really believe in originals being the most spectacular representation of the art, but again, I'm asking you to bear with me because this is kind of a case where it's a little bit different. Now, of course, Jimi Hendrix's original was recorded in 1969. It was on the Jimi Hendrix Experience band token, and this one spanned roughly about 2.5 minutes long, and as I said, it's oft-covered and considered to be one of the best guitar tracks, so one of the best tracks of their discography and of all time. It's been oft-covered by a lot of different artists. This is, of course, the original, so there was no standard at this particular time, so there was nothing for it to go by. However, let's fast forward a couple of decades, and let's hit Stevie Ray Vaughan. Stevie Ray Vaughan's cover of Little Wing can be found on the album The Sky is Crying, which you'll see on Susie 11's YouTube video that she posted regarding the song. I'm going to post links for each and every one of these, that way you guys can hear them, just in case you may have missed one of the 3 that I am talking about today. Now, for this particular track, there are no lyrics whatsoever. This is completely instrumental, and, well, let me tell you, he doesn't just go 2 minutes and 30 seconds roughly. He goes close to 7 minutes, so there's a lot of improv work done around here. So there's a lot of liberties being taken by Stevie Ray Vaughan somewhat, but at the same time, the body of work is just fantastic. Not to mention, this is also considered to be one of the greatest tracks of all time, one of the best penned guitar works of this age. So this is something that really demands your attention as well. And the funny thing is now you have 2 songs, the exact same song, being represented potentially on the same list. And I say potentially because there are some lists that will avoid songs that are done twice. If we did that, the whole list might just be certain songs done 15,000 different ways by 15,000 different artists. But this one's that good, so definitely check it out as well. And the third one is actually where we're going to span into the present. In fact, as present as just a couple of months ago in September, whenever Carlos Santana dropped his newest album. He did a version of Little Wing along with Joe Cocker. This goes back to using the lyrics that Jimi Hendrix had penned, but also employs Carlos Santana's freeform improvisation, not to mention just his amazing way of conveying the message behind the music through his instrument. And this is very fantastically done. So the weird and cool part about this is that we're going from the original that has lyrics to a cover that doesn't have any lyrics to a cover duet that has the lyrics, but also has the guitar work. It's almost like you have the original, you have the update that was just instrumental, that really took a little bit more liberty, that really extended a little bit, and then you have the 2 mashed together in a pot. So my question to you is this. I have all 3 links down there in the description box. I want you to tell me which one you think is better. And I'm not going to tell you which one I think is, because I already have my choice firmly in my mind. And it may be a little bit unconventional. However, I want to know from you guys, which of these 3 covers, or yeah, 3 covers, 3 versions, should I say, of Little Wing do you think is the best? Is it the original done by Jimi Hendrix and the Jimi Hendrix Experience back in 1969? Is it Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble, what they did for the Sky is Crying release? Or is it Carlos Santana and Joe Cocker, which was just done a couple of months ago? Listen and let me know. And by the way, guys, happy Thanksgiving.